Jackson Griffin with Fasten, obviously, it's me. I wanted to just give you a quick version of the assignment that our class is working on. So there's a bunch of documents here, but for you guys, I really want to have us focus on just 3 sources, and I'm going to do those with you right now. So one of the things I'm going to have Ms. Camozzi and Ms. Edwards send to you guys is a document that has a chart, and in the chart on one side, it's going to say a lot of change, and on the other side of the chart, it's going to say there's not a lot of change as a result of the American Revolution. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to look at a few of these sources, and I'm going to just take screenshots. I'm going to put this all together for you guys in just a shorter version, because I think it's a little bit more straightforward that way. So I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. If you have any questions about any of this, you can always ask Ms. Camozzi, Ms. Edwards, or me. So let's just take a look at this first picture right here. So the big question that you guys are going to want to think about is, was there a lot of change as a result of the American Revolution, or was there not a whole lot of change, right? So the word revolution, you think to yourself, there's a lot of change going on here. But if you kind of investigate it a little bit more closely, we'll see, is that true? So the very first picture, this is our document 1, right? This is a picture where you see people pulling down a royal statue, right? So I want you guys to think about this picture. Do you think this is revolutionary or not? And you're going to have a packet as you're watching this with me talking, right? This picture, and then it's going to say revolutionary, not revolutionary. So this is your first source. People are pulling down this statue. Do you think that's a big change or not a big change? I want you to think about that. Okay, let's look at another source. So we're going to look at this picture right here. So where you see the word billiards, that means people are playing pool. They're playing pool, which is a fun game that people play. And on one hand, you see this guy who's really fancy and rich. And on the other hand, you see this guy who is not so fancy and rich. But they are playing pool together. So I want you to think, when you look at this picture, on the one hand, do you think the revolution led to a lot of change? Or do you think it wasn't that much change? Something to think about. All right, the last picture, it's not a picture, it's a message from Indians after the war. So we're going to look at our third source together. So we're going to scroll through these because I'm not going to have you look at all these, kind of a lot. So this is a letter from Indian leaders to the president, George Washington, in 1790. And they say some things in this letter. So in the letter, they say, "You told us you could crush us to nothing, and you demanded from us a great country. Our chiefs had felt your power, and they therefore gave up that country. We ask you to consider calmly, were the terms dictated to us by your commissioners reasonable and just?" That's a lot of words. Basically, after the war, if you were an Indian and you lived in America, a lot of your land got taken by the US government. So if we think about the American Revolution bringing a lot of change, making people more equal, hearing more people's kinds of voices, does this letter from these Indian leaders to George Washington, does it show that? So from this letter, from this, just this little bit, right? Okay. Do you think the American Revolution made a lot of change, positive change for people, or maybe not so much? So I hope this was helpful. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. You're going to see this video, and along with this video, you'll see the 3 sources and a little chart. And all you're going to share with me, if you want to, is if you think it's revolutionary or not. Okay? I'll see you guys soon.